Okay, with Dave Jewell, Partnerships and Alliances Manager for Yamaha Corp America, and also Co-Executive Director at the Percussion Marketing Council, which we refer to as PMC here in the industry. So,
yeah,
Dave, first, tell me about what's going on at PMC. How you obviously you have to change things up quite a bit. Everything's virtual. So, what is percussion like during these times, and how is PMC changing their programs and doing things differently based on COVID-19?
You know, Brian, it's funny. If we look back at a crystal ball 5-6 months ago, even longer, when we were planning for the 25th anniversary of PMC. So this year, 2020, is the 25th anniversary of the Percussion Marketing Council. The only industry-driven kind of nonprofit that tries to seed the market for more percussionists in the world. So we had done Roadie for the Day since 2014, which was a great program to celebrate International Drum Month in May. So I got to run the Ben Smith of Heart, Shannon Larkin from Godsmack, Rich Redmond, Jason Aldean. I have Matt Greiner from August Burns Red, Rick Allen from Def Leppard. All of these guys are amazing. And last year, Cindy Blackman with Santana. But as the executive board back in January, during NAMM, we were sitting around going, we have to change things up and do something different. This award's one person. For the 25th anniversary, we wanted to make a larger impact. So we came up with this first one, which is Lesson with a Master. So we said, let's give some people an opportunity to take a lesson with a great teacher that they would not normally be able to do. So we came up with a program, Lesson with a Master, and Rich Redmond, who had been a roadie for the day, Rick Latham volunteered, Dave Stanek, and Gordon Campbell. So we have some great drummers and educators that are gonna 8 winners, 2 for each instructor, are gonna win this month an online 1-hour lesson with them that the PMC is gonna pay for the instructor. And we thought of that back in January before COVID-19. So you look back and go, oh my gosh, that program fits perfectly into what we're doing. So we didn't really have to adapt on that one, which is great. The second program we did, Get Your Six Together, which is, again, our idea is trying to drive more traffic into the brick and mortar dealer, especially the ones that are doing lessons. And this one we're doing every month, we're awarding one person 12 free drum lessons that we pay, a 30-minute drum lesson that we pay for, the PMC does, for that individual. And that's part of it, to go into the store to take the lesson. But we changed the rules, to your point a little bit on that, to say, if you want to do online lessons and the store offers them, you can also do it that way. So we did adapt there and morph it over to online lessons. But we did have one person said, no, I want to wait until the store opens and go into the store and take the lessons. And we're fine. Let's do it that way. So we've adapted a little bit, but we were lucky enough. I don't know, we hit the bullseye with the Lesson with a Master that we just planned to make it virtual.
Yeah, wow.
Before this happened. So.
Very impressive. Yeah. Oh, and I should ask you, for people who are going to watch this quickly, and I hope they do. I mean, who would want to miss this? But
come on.
but on Thursday, May 21st, you're going to have a webinar. I know.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Can you tell me about that? And that's maybe the time. What's going to be discussed on?
Yeah. So 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can register at playdrums.com. Okay, for it. And Billy Guthrell, great guy. He used to own Progressive Music. He's been in an advisory position for PMC. Creative guy, always thinks outside the box. And he goes, come on, let me host a webinar with these 4 people that are going to be with Lesson with a Master. And that's what he's doing. So he's going to have these 4 people talking about, their career, their life, what they're going to be doing with these lessons. And it's going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursday, and go to playdrums.com to register. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Great. All right, I want to switch your hats over to Yamaha now. What's going on? I mean, in these days, I mean, first to start, I wanted to get into, last to get into a little charitable efforts, but I've been hearing some, we're going through obviously a horrible health crisis.
Yep.
I've been hearing some positives though from retailers and manufacturers alike about the excitement and interest of people who want to play at home. So is it the same with percussion products right now? Have you seen? And can you give me some details there? I mean, I've been hearing a lot that guitars are doing well. Is it also percussion, or people are staying at home and playing that a lot, or is that a little slower?
No, I think we see that, and we see that especially in electronic drums. We've had a spike in that, so people are staying home, and maybe the family that's there with them said, "Yeah, well, you're fine. You can play drums, but we don't want to listen to you right now." But so we have seen an uptick in that. I mean, it just goes along with like our consumer audio products, guitars, um, electronic drums, and digital pianos, portable keyboards are kind of on the upswing just because of the virus. I mean, other things are not so good, but you know what? It's who we are as a company, because we have such a breadth of product that when things are up, other things are down, and it really balances out the company nicely on that. But yeah, so we've seen uptick in electronic a little bit. So, and you know, I talked to Ray Franson at Ray Franson's drum shop, and he had 55 students before COVID-19, and he actually had 44, I'm pretty sure, say that they would do remote Skype lessons with him of the 50-ish students that he had. So he was really pleased, and he said, you know, it's a little tougher, but he said it's really going surprisingly well doing that. So I love to hear that. I love to hear it. So
Yeah, that's certainly great news.
yeah.
Lastly, tell me about some of your, I mean, Yamaha is really known for being, you know, very impressively a charitable, you know, organization. So tell me about what, you know, some of the things that you've been doing recently as far as charity goes in these times.
Yeah, you know, I was honored to actually April 1st of 2019, when we changed our organization a bit, I was tasked with overseeing Yamaha Cares, and I was doing a lot of it anyway before that. I mean, as you know, I do a fundraiser for Children's Hospital. We just finished our 12th year, and we'd hit 195,000 for that over the 12 years. So that's a good goal. But Yamaha wise, we're doing a lot, and that's after I started doing the thing for Children's Hospital. That really got me, my juices going, this is something I need to do, and I'm very passionate about it. So that carries over to Yamaha and Yamaha Cares. So we're involved with, you know, Guitars for Vets, which is an incredible organization with Patrick and Eric out of Milwaukee. They do some really great things there, and we've been involved with them for 8 years, supporting them. Because we're involved with the cruise industry, I was introduced to an organization called Mercy Ships, and it's basically a floating hospital. And it's actually the only ship that has an accredited school on board, because when the doctors go out for 10 months at a time, their kids have to go with them. They have to have a school on board. So we've helped them with some keyboards about 3 or 4 years ago. I've worked with them, and actually, for their brand new theater, they're building a new ship that's going to launch at the end of this year. So they will have 2 floating hospitals. We helped them out. We didn't give them product, but we gave them a great deal on product for their entire theater. That's going to be on the ship. As COVID-19 hit, we helped an organization called Giving Children Hope, local organization, to help through the crisis. Boys and Girls Club, I work with extensively with Todd over there, helping him with his music program. Yamaha Cares does a matching program for employees when they're involved with any program. We do a match up to a certain dollar amount that we do for them. So there's all kinds of stuff that and right now I'm just kind of touching a fraction of it that we're doing, but we're really proud of the efforts that we're doing and giving back to the community, because our mission is about community involvement, but also some that's music-based. The community-based, where we do Project Give a Christmas with the Buena Park Police Department, it's not about music, but it's our community. It's in our backyard, about giving children presents that they wouldn't normally get around Christmas time. So yeah, it's some good stuff. I really love doing that part of my job. So
Oh, yeah, and congratulations on all your efforts. I'm really, very impressed by it.
Thank you.
And shameless plug, in May, we have that part about the Winter Park. You could see that in our May issue. That's out now, Music in Town Retailer. And also, another shameless plug, in June, we're going to have a feature with Guitars for Vets. So
Oh,
hopefully,
you're kidding.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I haven't told anyone that yet. So you're the first, and all the people who are watching this video, but you're the first.
Wow.
They
You know,
didn't see it yet, obviously.
so Brian, we were involved with them, and 2 years ago, YCJ, our corporate, Yamaha Corporation of Japan, which is the mothership, wanted to do a story because they knew we were involved with Guitars for Vets, and they flew someone from Japan over. I flew with her to Milwaukee, and we did interviews, extensive interviews, and did some really great stuff at the vet center there in Milwaukee, got some great images. And I came away from that going, we're partnering with them for the right reasons because they're doing it for the right reasons. I mean, it's really all about giving back and doing the right thing. And Patrick and Eric and the original, the co-founder, Dan, who's not involved with it now as well. I mean, the interview we did with him was just like, oh my gosh, it was a little heartbreaking on it, but just, it tells us again why we're doing it and makes a difference because there's still 22 vets a day that commit suicide. Wow. I mean, so we hope that we have partnered with them to help them bring down that number. So that's all we can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
great.
Well, that's cool. You're doing that for them.
Yeah, great stuff. We'll have an interview with Patrick in there. So
yeah, crazy guy, man. You just wait.
Well, we'll let the readers decide on that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, thank you.
Great guy.
Doing some unbelievable stuff. Stay safe. And yeah, we were reminiscing before the recording that we would have been hanging out a little bit at the NAMM Fly-In this week. So that's a shame. You and I and all the other group, that's too bad. But we hope to get to see you some point soon. We're hoping for a Winter NAMM. That's what I've been hearing. I'm really excited, enthusiastic that will happen. So I really want to see everyone there. So I'm hoping. Let's hope this thing calms down enough that we can get out to Anaheim for that. So.
Yeah. Well, Brian, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.